Good to see you again. So, I'm so glad that you've come in today.
Thanks.
I'd love to start off. How are you feeling?
I'd say I'm doing okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Well, let's do a quick mood check. Like we did last week, we're gonna start with a mood check and then we'll end with another mood check. Just see kind of how you've been throughout the session. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being best day ever, where are you right now?
I'd probably say 6.
Okay, well that's good. I mean, that's better than last week, so I see some improvement there. Can you give me just a quick update on how your week has been?
It's been pretty good. I ended up shopping, but I did only once this week. So
Wow.
I'm back feeling pretty good about that.
Okay, that's great. Like, it's really important to celebrate those victories, and so I think that that's great. So I'm just gonna set an agenda for the day. We are going to go through, well, we did our mood check. We're gonna go over the homework from this past week, the one that where I had you write down what you did throughout the day and how you were feeling, and excuse me. And then we are going to talk about just some things that are going on, what's kind of overwhelming you, and then we're going to go a little bit deeper into those things and talk about maybe some tools that you can use to really work on, the behaviors that you're, concerned about. And so then at the end, I'll assign some more homework for this week, and we will kind of go back over, get some feedback from you, and so how does all that sound? Does that sound good?
Yeah, sounds great.
Okay, great. So we are going to first go over the homework. So how did it go this week, writing everything down? Like, what did you notice?
It went okay. I mean, it definitely just still feels like such a cycle, like especially when I'm stressed, and then I just almost without even knowing, I just found myself like online shopping, and then I just feel super guilty. So yeah, so I guess writing about it was helpful, but yeah, still working through that.
So anything else over the past week that had any particular importance to you that you want to talk about today?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I can, like, talking with my family about it and where I'm at, because I think they're just expressing concerns with noticing me, kind of my tendency to buy stuff. So yeah, it's just hard because I don't really feel like I can trust them with that, but I know that they care, kind of thing.
Yeah, I find it's easy to isolate.
Yeah.
You don't have to deal with it when talking. Yeah,
Right.
I understand that. So do you feel like you have a support system with your family and the people that are around you?
Yeah, I mean, I think that I think they care about me, but I don't really think they, like, understand at all. Like, I mean, it's even hard for me to understand why I keep doing this, but I don't, like, sense the most compassion from them.
Do you feel like there's any connection with that, maybe lack of support that you feel? Do you feel like there's a connection with that and the online shopping?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely do it when I'm alone, or, like, I'm paranoid if, like, someone sees me doing that, I'll probably just put it away. So maybe.
Yeah. Okay. So a goal for moving forward is to kind of make yourself feel a little bit more settled and a little bit more willing to open up to people about this. I know we talked last week about, it sometimes makes you feel better to talk to people. Did you have any interaction with somebody this week where you were able to share and open up, or not even about this, just in life, about life in general?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think a coworker just kind of asked me how I was doing, and that was helpful. I think I was just able to share that, yeah, I do feel a little, it's just been hard, like making friends or whatever, but
Yeah.
it seemed like they actually were listening to me,
Okay.
so,
That's great.
yeah.
Did you feel like you were safe to open up to this person, or?
I mean, I was definitely nervous, but like after opening up a little bit, it wasn't too bad.
Great. Okay, so I want to examine the thoughts and the feelings that you're having and the connection between those. A lot of times we have what's called automatic thoughts, and automatic thoughts are kind of the subconscious, just automatic thought that you have about a certain situation when you feel a certain way, and those are really attached to our emotions, because when we have a thought, it can lead to an emotion. And a lot of times when we aren't even aware of what the automatic thought was, we feel an emotion and we don't even know why. And so if we can trace it back to the thought, then that can be really helpful in moving forward. And once we can become aware of the thought, that can lead to the emotion. It can help us with our behavior. So I'd like for us to, work through this together. And I want to show you a tool that really helps. It's called the CBT triangle. So you can see that it's a triangle, and you have your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. And really think of it as they're all arrows going to each other. A lot of times our thoughts can lead to our feelings, which lead to our behaviors, which lead to more thoughts, because then you get stuck in a cycle. And I mean, it can go any way, but mainly we focus on the automatic thought that then leads to the feeling, that then leads to the behavior. And so there's different ways to go, to kind of go against that cycle. You can change behavior, which then can change your thought about something, which then can change your feelings. You can change your feelings about it, which is hard. It's hard to change a feeling because we all experience feelings that are hard to change. But you can change your feelings, which then can change your behavior, which then will change your thoughts. But really what I want to focus on today is looking at the thoughts and the thoughts that you're having and how that's affecting your feelings and then leading to a behavior, and see if we can try to replace some of those thoughts that then will help change your behavior.
Okay.
Do you have any questions about the triangle?
No.
Okay. So I'll walk you through trying to identify some of these thoughts, and hopefully we can work on some tools to start moving forward. Hopefully in the future also you can put these tools into practice and catch them in the moment when you start feeling the impulse to shop. And so first I would love to just kind of let's imagine a scenario where you are logging onto your computer and you're feeling like, okay, I need to shop. I need to buy something.
Yeah.
Can you kind of walk me through what's going on in your head? What's kind of going on?
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty hard to even identify because I just do it so much.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I guess it more so would be after a hard day, and I'm have a glass of wine, and I'm just really, I don't know. I guess I probably am usually maybe more upset or even depressed, but or just feeling kind of things are out of control, and then I mean, yeah, it's just it just makes me feel better.
Yeah.
Just picking out something that I like or appeals to me and then ordering.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's usually,
Okay. So
how
do
it
you
goes.
feel like it's kind of trying to gain a sense of control around you and relieve some of that stress? Kind of takes your mind off other things.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a distraction
Yeah.
from just dealing with other stuff.
Okay.
So yeah.
So I want to talk a little bit about the difference between thoughts and feelings. So So a thought is like a phrase or a sentence that we say, like in our head, out loud. And you just said, I feel a little bit out of control. And so that is a thought, that you're out of control about something that, you know, you need that distraction, and or it's been a long day, and that's your thought. So then the feeling that goes along with it would be the stress from the day. You're feeling a little bit maybe out of control, overwhelmed, and so then that leads to the behavior that you've come in about, the shopping. So I kind of want to run through, let's say you take it all the way. Let's say that this behavior never changes and you continue down this path. What do you think that your life will look like?
Well, I mean, definitely the first thing that came to mind is just, I mean, I'm not really budgeting for this. And it's definitely like, I mean, debt is like a real thing that's starting to happen, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you feel that the debt is adding more stress, which then can lead to the more?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So you're having these thoughts and feelings. You're having the thoughts of it's a long day, I'm overwhelmed, feeling like I just want to control this. And up until this point, what do you do with those thoughts and feelings?
I mean, honestly, just try and avoid them, probably. Yeah.
Okay. How have you gone about avoiding them in the past?
Just trying my best to push them aside, or just distract myself.
Okay. So, your thoughts can reinforce your feelings. Do you see a connection in that when you say that you keep yourself in the thought process of feeling, like it's been a stressful day, and then that reinforcing your feeling, which then reinforces the behavior? Is it fair to say that you see a connection there?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So I would love now to focus on how to reframe some of those thoughts. Okay. So let's focus on the thought of it's been a stressful day, I'm kind of feeling out of control. What do you think would be a more positive thought to replace that one with?
Well, I don't really know if I want to do this, but probably my first reaction would be like to call somebody.
Okay.
Maybe just talk about it.
Yeah. So changing the thought from, oh, it's been a stressful day, okay, I'm going to go online and shop, to, oh, it's been a stressful day, I'm going to reach out.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's a great step in moving forward. Have you found that when you reach out, it makes you feel better?
Yeah.
Kind of takes away that urge?
Well, yeah, I think so. And kind of like what you talked about, like not when I'm not alone as much.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay. All right. So I think that's a really good place to move forward then.
Okay.
To kind of summarize, because we're about running out of time, but to summarize this, you feel that you are stressed, out of control. I mean, life is stressful, and you're working at a job and like starting to have bills, and it's all a lot, and so you're feeling stressed and you're feeling like you want to maintain some control, and so you kind of run to this impulse of online shopping, and so we're going to move forward with that by recognizing a support system and trying to reframe some of those thoughts that lead to the feeling of stress and kind of needing the release of the online shopping that brings for you. So this week I would love to see you continue that feelings chart from last week. Just kind of run through your day, kind of rate how you were feeling with each activity, and I think it would be really great if you tried to incorporate some more of your social support system into your schedule. So whether that looks like calling a friend or meeting someone out for dinner or getting coffee. But maybe try to incorporate that into your schedule, even with your family too. And so, because it is easy to isolate in these times, and so, but I really want to recognize how well you did last week, and that, I mean, I know that you said that it was a lot more often than once a week that you would kind of go on this binge online shopping, and so for it to only have been once, that's great. Do you want to set a goal for this week of, like, maybe realistically what that will look like? Your shopping, like how often that will be for this week?
I mean, I think if I kept it at once again, that would be a pretty big deal.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Well, I think that you definitely can achieve that goal, and so I'm really looking forward to hearing how your week has been. And so, yeah, I'll see you next week then.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thanks.